was no ordinary performer. In life, he was destined to make a difference, destined to become an international superstar, and in death, destined to leave behind many troubling, unanswered questions.
Paramedic 33, what is your emergency?
Yes, sir. I need an ambulance as soon as possible, sir.
Okay, sir. What's your address?
It's 100 North Carolwood Drive, Los Angeles, California, 90077.
Carolwood?
Carolwood Drive, yes.
On June 25th, 2009, Los Angeles Fire Department responded to the 100 block of Carolwood at 12:21 and 18 seconds. Unfortunately, at the time, the dispatcher answered the phone call and never once did the caller ever identify to the Los Angeles Fire Department that the person that needed our help was Michael Jackson.
And what's the problem with that?
Sir, we have a gentleman here that needs help and he's not breathing yet. He's not breathing and we're trying to pump him, but he's not.
Okay, how old is he?
He's 50 years old, sir.
50, okay. He's not conscious, he's not breathing?
Yes, he's not breathing, sir.
Okay, and he's not conscious either, he's not breathing?
He's not conscious, sir.
Okay. Alright, do you have anyone? Is he on the floor? Where's he at right now?
He's on the bed, sir. He's on the bed.
Okay, let's get him on the floor.
Okay?
Okay, let's get him down to the floor. I'm going to help do CPR right now, okay?
When our paramedic heard that CPR was being conducted on the bed, gave explicit, emphatic directions for that patient to be moved from the bed and CPR to be done on the ground.
Okay?
Okay, let's get him down to the floor. I'm going to help do CPR right now, okay?
We need him. We need a
Yes, we're already on our way there. We're on our way. I'm going to do as much as I can to help you over the phone. We're already on our way. Did anybody see him?
Yes, we have a personal doctor here with him, sir.
Oh, you have a doctor there?
Dr. Murray said that he would take full responsibility for the patient. What that does for us is that now the doctor becomes the highest level of a medical authority. If he would have denied, we would have asked him to step aside, and the paramedics would have been the highest medical authority to give care to Michael Jackson.
He's not responding to anything, so no, he's not responding to CPR or anything. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we're on our way there. If your guys are doing CPR, you're instructed by doctor, there's a higher authority than me. And he's there on scene.
Okay.
Did anybody witness what happened?
No, just the doctor, sir. The doctor's been the only one here.
Okay, so the doctor see what happened?
Doctor, did you see what happened, sir? Sir, you just, if you can please,
We're on our way. We're on our way.
The question is, why did it take Dr. Murray so long to dial 911? Only Dr. Murray can answer that question. Obviously, fast response saved lives. Why Dr. Murray took so long, and however long he noticed that Michael Jackson was down, it's unexplainable to us.
I'm just asking these questions on my paramedics while they're on the way there, sir.
thank you, sir. He's pumping the chest, but he's not responding to anything, sir. Please.
Okay, we're on our way.
We work 45 minutes because, as paramedics, we call it the golden hour. Obviously, we try to tell the community when someone is pulseless and non-breathing, you call 911 immediately, wherever you live.
That's the follow away from leadership.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Follow back with CPR. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I don't like to throw any doctor under the bus, but the more it comes out, the harder it is to defend. I'll put it this way. I think it's going to be very difficult for his attorney to find a medical doctor to serve as a professional witness or an expert witness to support what was done in that house. To me, it's indefensible.
The singer Michael Jackson is reported to have died about 3 hours ago. He was not breathing when paramedics arrived. They performed heart massage, and then they took him to the UCLA Medical Center in the city, where he's said to have gone into a deep coma. He was pronounced dead a short time ago. The singer had been due in London for a series of concerts during the summer.
The LAPD and the district attorney are both looking at the question of whether to file charges here. The betting is that a manslaughter charge will come down against Dr. Conrad Murray.
Because of all that is going on, I'm afraid to return phone calls or use my email. Therefore, I recorded this video to let all of you know that I have been receiving a message.
Michael Jackson's dramatic departure is more than just a death. It involves the towering legacy he left behind, amounting to billions of dollars.
You have people saying Michael Jackson was murdered. You have people saying he was corporately murdered. It's a big thing about corporate. Those people after his catalogue. I mean, I wouldn't go into details of who I thought it was, but I remember speaking to his mum, and it was on the line that, you know, if you get rid of him, you can benefit from the branding, the estate, the publishing, the product.
Money is going to be coming in, and I think there are going to be demands on that money. But I think ultimately, you will find Michael Jackson is going to be worth more in death than he is in life.
You got this company called AEG, which couldn't give a fuck whether or not he lives or dies. And if I was going to investigate something, I would investigate them. What insurance did they have? Who owns those films that they're putting out of Michael Jackson's performances? First of all, why would they film the rehearsals? That's not normal behavior. So obviously you're filming the rehearsals to do what? Why would you waste the time? You know, they're putting out this film, I don't know, but I'll bet, you know, and I lose bets, but I would bet that there are a lot of other people performing as Michael Jackson.
I've worked for Michael as a decoy since 1993. I can't go into details, but I've worked for him over the years, even to the point where I got a call to do the visuals for the This concert. That obviously didn't materialize. If you study Michael Jackson like I've studied him, I've studied him more than probably family members know him. And I can tell you Michael Jackson by the way he points, the way he moves. I can tell you certain visuals seen on the show that's not Michael Jackson.
There is nothing in and around Michael Jackson that will not be commercialized or exploited. It certainly started long before Michael Jackson. Think of Marilyn Monroe. It never ends for people who die young and unexpectedly, and certainly Michael Jackson is one.
So they're going to film Michael Jackson doing rehearsals when they don't know what hour he's showing up, so I'm going to have a whole film crew here in LA. There's something else that went on.
Michael Jackson's sudden departure was perhaps the most shocking celebrity demise since his friend Princess Diana was killed in a 1997 car crash.
This has been the Jackson family home ever since they moved to Los Angeles from small-town Indiana back in the spring of 1971. It's here that plans were made and successes were celebrated. Now, of course, it's a place of mourning for his immediate family, all of whom survived him.
They support me, and I'm here to support him as well, so it helps a little, but it's hard and a big pill to swallow.
I'm his brother, but I'm just saying, I hurt the way they hurt, because he was someone who they could communicate with. He was here to do a job through his music and through his actions and through his charitable work and going to hospitals and bringing just enlightenment and wonderment to children who were dying and paying for people who were just couldn't afford it to pay for the services. I mean, he reached out. He's the #1 donor of this charity around the globe.